we got one jet coming through. First one I've seen in 2 days spraying anything. A few jets were coming through yesterday, leaving no trail. So I don't know what this one's up to, other than it's leaving a trail. There we go. That looks like FedEx is turning it down now. Yeah, let's see here. Radar 24, see what comes up. Nothing else coming over. All right. There it is right there. Yep, FedEx, LAX to Memphis. Was that the DC-10? Yep, DC-10. There you go. Leaving a slight trail. Just goes to show how they can turn them up and turn them down. Turn them off, turn them on. Nothing else coming over, looks like. One way back there. Anyways. Pretty clear skies. Lots of snow on the mountains. Nothing else coming over though. Supposed to be another storm coming in tomorrow. And another one coming through, leaving a short trail. So this is a pattern I've seen. They come, spray the heavy trails out in front of the storms, and then the storms blow through, and then they stop for a day or two, and then they start with these little trails. Looks like United. See here. That's United. Do this one right there. Yep, United. There you go. Huh. Now it's flight radar's loading up different. Because they changed the program. Usually it shows the plane over on this side. Huh, that's new today. So, anyways, there goes another one. Leaving one of the short trails. United. And starts, I think maybe that primes the atmosphere, and then they zap it with the microwave transmissions, EMF transmissions, whatever they use, HAARP, Nexrad, cell towers, and it somehow magnetizes the metallic particles up there, and then they start spraying the thicker trails and laying it heavier, and then it really starts sticking. So there's definitely some heavy-duty technology involved in their weather terrorism. So anyways, nothing else coming over. I'm sure there'll be lots of little short trails, and probably by the end of the day they'll start spraying the long sticking trails. And another United coming through, again leaving one of the short trails, and it's going to New York. So why is it coming so far south into the valley here? 100 miles at least out of its way, coming south, when it should just be going straight east and then north. Why is it coming so far south? To spray the chemical aerosols. So again, nothing yesterday. I didn't see a single jet leaving any kind of a trail yesterday, and not a lot of jets were coming through the valley, and the ones that were not spraying. Now today, they're all coming through, leaving the short trails. So it's all very precise. These pilots know that they're being routed to coincide with the aerosol operations. Nobody's saying a word. I don't know. It's bizarre. Something's going on. They must have some kind of brainwashing, mental, mind-altering equipment in the cockpits that makes these pilots zombies that spray themselves and their own families and everybody else. It's nuts. And the rest of the population, for that matter, still spraying. Try to tell people about it, point right to it. They look at it and they're like, oh, well, just clouds and condensation trails. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. But anyways, I don't see anything else coming over. That's my report for February 19, 2019. Oh, this one out here wasn't spraying. Went and got my camera, and now it's spraying. Look at that. So that one just turned it on. That looks like UPS. Let's see if it's UPS. But it wasn't spraying. But yeah, you can even look in the air down there, down towards the Salton Sea. They have those geothermal plants. I've talked to them about them before down there, and they kick up a lot of who knows what in the air. It's supposed to just be steam, but who knows? That's all part of it. They like to spray down there, so I'm sure it's all part of it. That big body of water and the geothermal plants and the aerosols, and then a Nexrad station in Yuma. Sure, they're all part of it. But pretty clear skies. Go see if that was the UPS. Yep, there you go. I was right. UPS. So there it is. So it was further south. And it's going to Dallas. So now it's like skirting right out in front of the Salton Sea there. And there's another one straight up here. Well, it looks like FedEx. And that's spraying. Come on, camera. Well, there it is right there. So let's see what that one is. That would be more like right in there. There it is right there. What's that one? Yep, there you go, FedEx. Oh, that one's going to Indianapolis. New one. But there you go, they're spraying. FedEx and UPS. Both coming through, leaving trails. And that UPS wasn't leaving the trail, and then it turned it on. Oh, here's another one. All short trails again. Just goes to show. And this looks like another FedEx DC-10. There it is. This one's going to Memphis. So LAX. Is that a DC-10? Yep. Leaving 3 trails, short trails. So when there, that one was going to Indianapolis, FedEx, spraying. And then this one here, going to Memphis, and it's right above me here, it's spraying away. It's like taking the same path as that one going to Indianapolis. Yeah, look at that, just a real short trail, and it's only 2 trails. So there you go, DC-10 with the tail engine, leaving only 2 trails, and here's another one. So they're really at it, leaving the short trails. looks like United. And again, that only has 2 engines, one on each wing. Whereas that DC-10, FedEx DC-10 has 3 engines, and it was only leaving 2 trails. So I guess they had the tail engine off. Let's see what this one is. Okay, there was that FedEx. That was the DC-10, was it? Yep, see, tail engine. Now this one right now, that one right there. Oh, American. Thought it was United. Okay, there you go. Where's that one going? Philadelphia. Again, why are they coming so far south if they're going to the northeast? South American. All the short trails this morning, and yesterday again, hardly nothing. A few jets coming through, and they weren't leaving anything. No trails at all. I think there might have been one. No, I don't even think I saw one at the lookout. And it was pretty icy coming out here. The storm had blown through, but it was solid ice up there. Must have saw about 10 cars that went off, a couple rollovers. Hope everybody was okay. One looked pretty bad. But I don't know, the snow just seems to be something in it to make it more slick, probably intentional, so it causes accidents. It's just crazy. This is satanic. So anyways, there you go. Okay, we got a southwest, and it's down more by the Salt Sea. Let's see if we can see it here, spraying. That's probably down too far. Oh, here's, but if that's it there, I don't think that'd be a different one. Oh, it's way down there. We got 2 of them though. There's the southwest way down there. Right there. And then this other one here, it's going, I don't know, it's northeast. See what that one is. Southwest, way down by the Salton Sea spraying, and then this one here. What is this one? That would be, it's going, you know what's this one right here? That one. That is, yeah, see, that's it right there. It's a delta. And where did it come from? It came from San Diego. That's kind of a weird route. Yeah, it's got to be it right there. There it is there. So, all the short trails this morning. And again, just a pattern that they do. Oh, another one up over this way. Yeah, time for a new camera. I've had this for a couple years and used it a lot. So that one would be, that would be this one over here. I'm not seeing it. Huh. That one there, or maybe it's this one. Yeah, it could be that one right there. So Orange County to Chicago. Yeah, that's it right there. Because I don't see anything else coming over. So there you go, just documenting that all these commercial airlines, passenger and cargo, from virtually every country, are equipped to spray the aerosols. Or is this one going? It's landing in Bermuda Dunes. There's a little airport out there, and that one's starting to sputter. All the rich people land out there that have jets. Obama was out here playing golf. One of my clients had to go introduce himself to him. Obama fans. It's like white people. Anyways, don't see anything else at the moment. Enough documenting the short trails. Again, just showing that all these trails are aerosols and not condensation trails. So they turn them off and turn them on, turn them up, turn them down. So, don't see anything else. There's that little jet that was just landing in Bermuda Dunes. Doesn't even show Bermuda Dunes Airport on here. Shows thermal. Oh, you know what? Right there. But that's it. What does that say? Yep, Palm Springs, Bermuda Dunes Airport. So that's where that one was going. Is it that one? Yep. It was flying pretty low, so that's got to be it. One of Obama's buddies. Out here playing golf. He has a house out here in Thunderbird, one of the older country clubs. Oh, nothing else. Obama and Michael, his transvestite wife, and their two Rena kids, whoever those kids were. They weren't by either one of them. So, anyways, nothing else. Okay, here's a Delta coming over. LAX to Atlanta. Let's see if it's spraying. Oh, yep, there it is right there. Spraying away. Yep, looks like it has a blue bottom. So again, lots of jets coming through, leaving the short trails. So priming the atmosphere, then zapping it, and then coming through with the thicker trails until the whole sky is just whited out. Seen them do it 100 times and more. Been documenting this since 2011. So nobody's going to tell me this isn't going on. Nobody. There it goes. All right. Enough toying around with the chemical aerosol jets this morning. I think I made my point. Okay, now we got a southwest coming from Orange County, heading to Phoenix. Came over the top of Santa Rosa. And there it is right there. It's way out there. That's it. Just barely make out the orange and blue on it. Oh, and another one up over here. So again, all the short trails. Guess I made my point. The short trails are chemical aerosols. They spray those first. And they zap the atmosphere with Nexrad. There's one in Yuma, I don't know, less than 100 miles from here. 100 miles at the most. And then they come through with the big sticking trails, and then comes the storm. And that's how they move the storms around. Yeah, like those two are gonna, how almost cross paths there. That one there. And then that one there. Yeah, like these pilots don't see those little short trails going off and on. Like those pilots didn't see each other's chemical aerosol. Of course they do. Like I said, I think there's some kind of brainwashing technology in the cockpit. They do have that technology and mess with people's minds subliminally. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. And then there's the spiritual aspect to it as well. You know, this is a spiritual battle, and there's Satan and his demons. That's probably a bigger part of it. No doubt. No doubt. Ephesians, you know, we battle against principalities and powers. So that's a big, big part of it. Probably the biggest part, I'm sure. Pretty clear skies considering they're spraying the aerosols. Okay, it looks like Delta didn't pull it up on flight radar, but just again, showing all the trails coming through. How many have I documented in the past 45 minutes? Hour at the most? There goes Delta. Again, they're all being routed through the valley, leaving the short trails, priming the atmosphere, zapping it with Nexrad, and then coming through with the thicker trails after they create the atmospheric conditions. And then the trails stick, and then turns the whole sky white, and then storm comes in, and then they move the storm, stall it out, move it to where they want, ice nucleate it. Like I was saying, that snow is super slick. I've never seen so many cars off the road. It was my drive yesterday morning. Must have been 10 cars, couple rollovers. So, yeah, I'll put this video in with those. My videos get kind of long, but people can fast forward them, look through them, look at part of them. Mainly do it for the shills and the trolls, although they don't post much on my site anymore because they started calling them pathological narcissists, and the reason why they can do this is because they get off online. It's why they're used. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson, look at those guys, that guy, and Bill Nye, the science guy. These people are pathological, diabolical narcissists. They get off on lying. Look at Neil deGrasse Tyson. Watch that guy sometime. His arrogance is just textbook, diabolical, pathological, narcissist, psycho, sociopath, whatever you want to call them. That's what they are. Godless too. Absolutely godless. They hate God. And probably demon-possessed. No doubt. I mean, come on. Just because they're not foaming at the mouth doesn't mean they're not demon-possessed. Anyways, another one, a real short trail. That's what they're all doing. Looks like United or American. And again, this goes to show these are chemical aerosols. And they're interested in bringing the jets down out of Los Angeles, heading to the northeast, 100 miles out of their way, so they can spray here in the Coachella Valley, head down to the Salton Sea, and then they do their vector back towards the north. What a waste of fuel. And I'm sure these jets don't use as much fuel as they say they do. People have done videos on that, showing the amount of fuel that the plane would have to be carrying. It would be impossible as to what they're saying, but they lie about everything, so. All kinds of deceit. Satan behind it all, really. You know, the Bible says Satan will deceive the entire world, the entire flat earth. Oh, I don't see anything else. Looks like southwest. It's flying low enough for me to see the colors. Yep, here you go, southwest. Got the camera to focus enough to show it was southwest. So again, all the short trails today. And another one going through, that looks like Spirit Air, it looks yellow. Yeah, Spirit Air. Leaving one of the short trails like all the other ones. Wonder where that one's going. Not that it matters. I'm sure it's going east. Oh, another one way out over here. So they're really coming through. Look at that. And I started noticing those short trails back in about 2007, 2008, driving out here. And I just thought they were, you know, like everybody else, just condensation from the ice and being at high altitude and leaving a trail like that. But when they started spraying the really thick ones about 2010, 2011 here in Southern California, that's when I caught on that they were not condensation trails. So maybe that was just kind of their way of programming us to just think this is normal, you know, start off with the slow trails, let people see those for a while, and then when they see the long sticking ones, they just think they're more contrails, just sticking heavier. Okay, we got a couple of them coming through southwest. Where's that one going? Is there Nashville? I've got my reading glasses on. I'm right behind it. I don't want the app. Right behind it is Delta. So there's southwest right there. Again, they're leaving all the short trails. Okay, there you go, it is southwest. And then Delta. What did I say where that one was going? Not that it matters, but it does matter because these ones going to the East Coast, Northeast Coast like New York, why are they coming so far south? There's the Delta. See, that's going to JFK. New York, why is it out of LAX? I mean, look at the routes these things take. Why don't they go over the top of the San Gabriel Mountains and just take a straight shot? Because they're coming down here to geo-engineer the valley. That's why. Anyways, there's another one coming. What's this other one coming up here? This one right here. What's that one? LAX. Oh, to Kansas City. What's that one? They've changed their program here. Where's the another Delta? There it is, right there. So again, spraying all the little short trails today. Lots of jets coming through though. Lots and lots of them. Most of them have it on when they come over the mountain. Some of them, a couple of them turned it on. Like the UPS wasn't spraying, then turned it on. So anyways, again, just showing that these are all part of the weather terrorism that they're doing. Murdering people. Causing, just wreaking havoc wherever they can. Satan behind it all. People are under a strong delusion. But again, just because they're those short trails, those are not water condensation trails. Those are chemical aerosols. Okay, United coming over, again going to New York. So why are they coming so far south? Because they're geoengineering the valley. There it is right there. Again, leaving one of the short trails. That's a real faint one. Oh, it's turning it off. Oh, it just turned it totally off. Nothing's behind it now. I can't even find it. Oh, had it on and then turned it off. I'm sure it'll be turning it back on somewhere here soon. But anyways, totally turned it off.